We live in a time where people preach more about the promises and less about the process. You are going home and dealing with marital issues, children who won't obey or comply, a sister who doesn't like you, a father who always preferred the other sister or daughter, and you're saying, how is my life in such shambles? Never realizing that those that God is going to anoint the most, he always crushes the most severely. The problem we have today is that people want a success for which they have not been groomed for. Success that you have not been groomed for is like birthing a baby prematurely. The chances of survival go down the earlier the baby is exposed. And to be exposed too soon is not a blessing, it's a curse. You don't want anything before it's time. You cannot let your fear hold you back from your destiny. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Do it broke, do it scared, do it nervous, do it trembling, do it on your knees, do it with help, do it on crutches, do it in a wheelchair, because you don't want to end up in a nursing home sitting on a bedpan wondering what would have happened if you'd only had more courage. I was doing research for my book and I found out that the same part of the brain that processes physical pain processes emotional pain. So my brain doesn't know whether my heart is broken or whether you stabbed me in the leg. The same part of the cerebellum that sends the message that you're in pain is just as intense about a broken heart as it is about a stabbed leg. I'm being crushed in my heart. I'm being crushed by failed expectations. I'm being crushed by the fact that I'm older now and I thought I would be further than I am and I am not. God has a whole lot of ways to crush you. I'm being crushed by bankruptcy. I'm being crushed by disappointment. I'm being crushed because I love somebody who won't love me back. I'm being crushed because I have a child who disrespects me. There are all kinds of ways for you to be crushed in places that people don't see, and it affects you like you are being stabbed. This trauma of the soul cannot be treated in the hospital. Something in your life is going to be what God uses to crush you. But remember that crushing is not the end. My spirit, God said, I want you to go tell my people that crushing is a stage, it's not a destination. Some people take on a pathology of pain and they make the crushing their address. And they live in what should have been a stage. And no matter what you do, you cannot pull them out of it because pain becomes their normal. They don't understand that they self-sabotage their success. You're not fighting a demon. You're not fighting the devil. You are fighting the fact that you have become so accustomed to pain that it is your place of residence. And I challenge you today to shatter your way out, to break your way out. If you can't get out the door, come out the window. I challenge you today. Some people need you to be there because they have built a system around your pain. And they have created jobs around your dysfunction, and they don't want you to get well. Because if you got well, they're afraid that they might not be important to you. And sometimes it's not in their interest for you to recover. Not getting stuck in a stage and deteriorating and rotting and giving up on yourself and your dreams.